Hi, this is Bill Harris again from Centerpoint Research Institute, and this is the final little mini lesson in this series, but I'll probably be with you again in another one. We've been talking in the last segment about beliefs and how beliefs are self-fulfilling prophecies, and how if you look at the areas of your life that aren't working, in every one of those areas there is something you're believing that you're busy proving you're right about. Now, this brings up an interesting point, which is that most people believe things because they think that they're true, and they've accumulated lots of evidence. That's what a self-fulfilling prophecy is. It's you will go out and accumulate more and more evidence for anything you believe. What I would like to suggest is that because it's true is not the reason to believe something. The reason for believing something is because it is resourceful to believe it. I mean, if you believe that you can't make very much money, but if you really believe that you could make millions of dollars every year, and either way you're going to find a way to make what you believe come true, obviously the belief where you're going to make millions of dollars every year is a more resourceful belief, unless there's some other value you have that where you don't want to spend as much time as it would take to make millions of dollars a year. So the reason to believe something is because it's resourceful. Now, the way that you get rid of resourceful beliefs really is just to become aware of them. Once you realize what you believe in a certain area of life that isn't working, and the next time you go into that situation, you already know what you're going to prove because you've been doing it all your life. And so you say, okay, I know where this is going. In fact, I'll tell you in my own life, I had mentioned earlier that I had this belief that no woman would ever be able to put up with me. When I realized that that belief was something I had been proving over and over again with quite a few different women, the next time that I got involved with someone, I said, okay, I'm going to watch and see how I do this time. So as I began to get to know this person, I just sort of kept reminding myself, I know where this is going. I know what I do. I prove that no woman will ever be able to put up with me and that relationships won't work. So I just sort of watched as I was going along to see how I did this. I watched the pictures I made in my mind. I watched the internal dialogue I had. I watched my behavior. I watched the things that came out of my mouth. I watched how I responded to things that she did. And I began to see very clearly exactly how I had been doing this, that it wasn't just happening. It wasn't chance. It was because, first of all, I had chosen her, and she had chosen me for various interlocking reasons, and that we were playing this little dance. Now, some people would think, oh, well, this is negative thinking. You were going into this thinking negatively. Actually, I wasn't going into it thinking negatively at all. I was going into it watching with curiosity. And this is the key, really, to almost everything in your life. What the missing element for most people is having enough awareness to watch these things and knowing what to watch. So I've given you a few cues in this series to that. One of them would be to watch the internal pictures you make and the internal dialogue you have, and to notice whether you're focusing on what you want or what you don't want. And to notice when you do each of those, what feelings happen, how you feel motivated to act. What kind of people and situations do you tend to attract? It's because once you get the connection between what you're doing inside with these internal representations and what happens, then these things will start to fall away all by themselves. The same with beliefs. Once you figure out what you believe, then believe what you want to do is start watching. And I like to describe it as you are a scientist. It's like you're a scientist in the Amazon jungle and you're there to find a certain rare butterfly. And you've been sitting there for a long time waiting for it to come by, years. And finally you see one. How curious are you going to be? you're going to really watch carefully to see what happens. That's what I want you to do with your beliefs, with your internal pictures, and with your internal dialogue. Now, these are very fleeting. This stuff goes by very fast, particularly the internal representations. So at first, you're not going to be good at it. So let that be okay, and be not good at it, but just keep going back to it and trying. And the one thing that will really help you is meditation, and I prefer, of course, Holosync meditation that I created because it's much more potent, much more powerful, and works much faster than traditional meditation. So develop the awareness through meditation, and then begin to notice what you do inside that creates how you feel, how you behave, and what and whom you attract into your life. And as you begin to watch this, you'll notice yourself doing some things that are not resourceful. You actually don't even at that point have to use any kind of willpower to stop doing the non-resourceful things, because you'll automatically stop doing them. To the degree that you are aware and can see yourself doing it and see where it's going, it will just fall away all by itself, because it's a general principle that you can only do something that doesn't serve you if you do it unconsciously, without awareness. Anything you do with awareness, if it doesn't serve you, it will fall away all by itself. And this is really why awareness is the key to life, key to taking choice, having choice in your life, taking control over your life. I started off meditating because I was unhappy. I had no idea that the awareness it creates was going to provide the key to worldly success too, but it certainly does. So we've come to the end of at least this series, and to thank you for making it all the way to the end with me, I have 4 free gifts I'd like to give you, and you can find out more about them by clicking on my picture in the bio section on this website. The first one is a free Holosync CD and special report. So you can learn more about Holosync, you can try it for yourself, find out what I've been talking about, how this amazing tool really can create very, very deep meditation instantly at the push of a button and help you to dramatically increase your awareness. The second free gift is a free online course I've created called The Masters of the Secret, which features myself and 6 other people who were in the hit DVD movie The Secret. And I'm having a conversation then with a number of people who are in The Secret, and I think you'll find that to be very valuable. I have a second free online course called Understanding the Power of Now, which was stimulated by the work of Eckhart Tolle. And that also features a number of awakened teachers, meditation teachers, and I think you'll find that to be very valuable also. And finally, I have a series of 3 online courses that go into what we've been talking about in this series very deeply. And you can listen to a free preview lesson of that series of online courses by going to centerpoint.com/life/preview, and all the information is in the bio section again. So just my parting words for you. Awareness really is the key to having choice in your life and the key to creating whatever you want in your life. So whether it's through meditation or Holosync or some other means that you find, you need to increase and expand your awareness. Second of all, you need to know what to focus on, and we've touched on a few things here: your internal representations, your internal pictures, and your internal dialogue, and what you believe. And if you can observe your internal processes and see how they create how you feel, how you behave, what and whom you attract into your life, and see the connection between what you do and what actually happens, you will develop so much choice over your life that you literally will be able to do anything you want in life.